Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader, where we just finished killing off the cult of blinding yourself while wielding firearms. And to be perfectly honest with you, I feel like this is maybe a problem that would have just taken care of itself, given time. I guess we got here so we get to steal all their shit, but like, it's hard for me to believe that this posed a long-term threat to the planet, I guess, is all I'm saying. There are several large doors into this room. This is the one we came in, right? Just want to make sure we're not missing anything as we are leaving. Oh no, that's right. We came in here. So yeah, we didn't use this door, but we came from this side. Okay, what else is around here? Well, that goes further down, and then there's a couple of big doors in the wall. Alright, I guess let's just try stuff. I mean, we're right here, so. Oh, that roll. I had to say, roll upward is not what I was expecting that door to do.
A new challenge for me.
Okay, so this is just an elevator to the upper way. What about this way? A locked safe here. The vault can be opened via the cogitator. All that remains is to figure out how to awaken the machine spirit, blah, blah, blah. Hey, buddy, can you go awaken this machine spirit? Oh, the motive force will not be able to pass through an open circuit. The cables. What's wrong with the cables?
Excellence matters.
Over here, there is a technical litany. In order to perform the ritual of the motive force, you must supply power, make sure the relay is closed, check that the damper is latched, and the supplementary external relay is shut. The supply must be correctly distributed, and in no case must the flow be reset before the circuit is closed. Okay. I hate this, by the way. Leave the shit on the screen, put an X by it, have it be a dialogue box, write it down in a note and put it into my inventory. This thing where the text is on the screen for 2 seconds, no matter how much text it is like obviously always the wrong answer. A lot of baffling decisions in this game. Also, I guess I should say, there was a big patch, I guess, between last episode and this episode. Many things changed. I did not look through it in detail, but I did see that Cabela's jumpy thing got weakened. Yeah, now each time you do Death from Above, it inflicts a stack of short of breath. So strength and perception down, dodge down even more. I mean, she did seem awfully powerful, but to be perfectly honest, they all seem like kind of bananas powerful. Seems like the thing.
They say a little bit of humility never hurt anyone.
Okay.
I help others better themselves by wholeheartedly humiliating them at every step.
Did they change my voice? I don't think that was my voice before. Relay is closed. Damper is latched. Supplementary external relay is shut. Pascal, can you actually do anything with this? No, okay. It may be the case. It may be the case that this does refer to like stuff in the room. Unfortunately, because the interactables for things only appear when we have a character actually near them, and the room is so large, it's actually going to be kind of a huge pain in the ass to work this out.
It's for the weak.
All right, we got to leave somebody over by the note. Relay's got to be closed. Damper's got to be latched. So the damper right now is latched, right? No, how do I just switch to... I guess I can just click.
Sometimes you consult the appropriate treatise on Tactica Imperialis.
Okay, so
and weigh every step.
So the damper is latched.
You just fire your biggest cannon and save the day.
The dialogue, the like idle, just I was selected dialogues are insanely long. Really too long.
Locomotives are fully operational.
Okay, relay. This one's important. This is
We
the
shall
normal
prevail.
relay, and this has got to be closed, right? Relay's closed. Damper is latched. Everything's closed and latched and shut. Okay, close the relay. Rad. Damper is already latched. Let's go find... Where is you?
The Emperor sets my path.
We gotta go find another relay. Secondary interactable thingy. That's a different damper, but it's also latched and probably should stay latched. I probably can shut off the steam. That's... My guess is that's safe to do. Okay, right. The cogitator's not playing along just yet. Oh, hold on. There's something jammed up here. Aurora's sermon. It's coming, it's coming. It's drawing ever nearer. Heed the word of Aurora. Abandon all your mundane affairs. Ambition is but dust. Desire is but rust upon the metal of the soul. The final dawn is coming. It will put an end to all worldly vanities. Okay, that's not actually, like, a thing. That's not useful at all. Okay, secondary relay. Secondary relay. I guess the power cables actually are running from the thing to the other things. These power cables are not just art.
Onward.
I appreciate that. Okay, that's another damper. Reset supply of the motive force. We're not ready for that step yet. We're just like running to all of the things that... Okay, this relay's also got to be closed. Ow. I think I ran into a trap.
Never doubt me.
Okay. You found some loot. Close this relay. Nothing happens. Except that you take head trauma. It's not clear why.
Let's proceed.
Am I failing a skill check? Nothing happened. Yeah. I mean, there's a sparking light from up there. But that doesn't... I mean, that's not anywhere near the thing she's interacting with.
Let's move.
Alright, supplementary external relay is shut. The supply must be correctly distributed, and in no case must the flow be reset before the circuit is closed. The supply must be correctly distributed. And I guess maybe that step isn't last? Maybe it doesn't have to be last? It's described after them, but it's not after the other steps. But it's not described as a thing that must be last.
Was blossoming nearby. A child was saved from death. 1,000 heretics were burning alive, begging and sobbing and howling.
I don't know if she like doesn't have enough perception to figure out what's going on, or
Calculating optimal route.
to run him down here and keep an eye on things as we pass in case an interaction symbol lights up. We don't want to reset the supply just yet. Okay, you also can't... Alright, so it's not a machine skill problem. Circuit is broken. It looks like you will have to start everything from scratch. Right. I'm trying. So all the dampers are supposed to be latched. When I interacted with this and it said everything was correct here... Okay. Nothing happens. This is strange.
Doubt is for the weak.
check that the damper is latched. Okay, so this thing is connected. Red cable to... well, the red cable runs in here, and we fiddle with that. And then black cable... There are so many dampers, but which one is mine? The black cable kind of just disappears into this. I think that's still it. Yeah, and then it runs into this box, right? So this also has to be closed, but we can no longer close it and never could. It will now allow me to attempt to power the cogitator, but it shouldn't work, right? Motive force will not be able to pass through an open circuit. The cable should be examined. Yeah. I'm with you. The yellow cable just runs into here.
Sins hidden in the heart turn all to decay.
And it says it looks like you'll have to start everything from scratch, but it won't actually let me interact with... Okay. The only thing I can think of is that you have to maybe unlatch and then relatch the dampeners. It's not that the dampers must be in the latched state, but that you must verb latch the dampener. The damper. Maybe? Your secular attempts to affront the machine spirits. May the blind be forgiven for their ignorance. You're literally not allowed to even interact with the damper, so. Or rather, you can, but nothing happens. And I'm assuming it's going to be the same. Yeah, it's going to be the same with all of them. Alright, well, given that the whatever it is that's in that little safe almost certainly isn't a thing that matters, we've probably spent enough time on it. Let's go downstairs. That's, okay, and then there's another relay over here, but this relay is not one of the ones... So this relay is connected to this computer. Can I close this one? No. And attempting to do so just causes blood to shoot out of me for literally no reason in a way that's not explained. Alright, let's all go to the sewers and have ourselves a snack. Yeah, that's the second somewhat involved puzzle where the logic is sort of... I don't know. That where following the instructions on the puzzle doesn't seem to be sufficient for actually making the puzzle work. What's going on down here? We got underhive rabble, just folks who live downstairs.
Oh, come on.
Other than the fact that the stains on this dirty wall resemble the symbol of some kind, you do not see anything of note. I mean, I can tell that that's a siege symbol. We flubbed our roll. Yeah, warp test failed. I managed to roll a 98. Well, the thing about a 90% chance of success is that it means 1 in 10 times you're going to fail. And a lot of people think that sounds like a really small number. It's really not.
How are you keeping it together so well? Don't you ever feel awful without her?
Enough, Tluss. We have a duty to the new rogue trader. You would do well to focus on that. If you keep your mind busy, you will have less opportunity to fill it with awful things.
Well, there you go. Blessed is the mind, blah, blah, blah. How about this one?
Premonition runs true.
You hear shrill, baleful giggling coming from behind you, and it is getting louder. There is no one there. I guess this is the log I'm supposed to keep open if I want the dialogue to remain, if I want the descriptions of things to remain on screen. Probably it being in the combat log isn't the most sensible spot, but I guess there is at least a spot, right? A toxic flow of murky liquid comes down from the higher levels via ancient rusted pipes. Doesn't seem like there's much down here. Well, more symbols. Under the layer of soot and grime, you notice an unholy symbol scratched into the wall, and one look at it is enough to make you nauseous. Someone is watching you. The characters just never shut up. They never have anything to say that's, like, interesting, but they never shut up. I don't know why the descriptor would say that it's scratched into the wall when they clearly drew it on the floor. Like, feels like this sort of thing where you should, like, look at the asset before you type the words. Alright, so everybody else is hearing wicked laughter as well. There's definitely some kind of, like, chaos contagion down here. I suppose we should just leave. I was just kind of curious what was down the stairs, but it seems like there's nothing down here except the opportunity to be slowly driven mad by chaos. Right, I don't actually see any... Well, okay, hold on a second. There is a way to get further down.
See? Right there.
There's a guy on the ground.
That wasn't so difficult.
Ah!
Here we go again.
There used to be a guy on the ground. Okay. He has become, sadly, a Herald of Siege. This is not the best position for us to be in, probably. So a Herald is like a relatively powerful demon. It's going to have some like warp lightning type attacks. Probably. I'm not sure how meaningful cover is going to be, so I might want to just like prioritize spreading out over everything else. Abelard, you probably just stay right on it. Oh, that's right. You can't be moved adjacent to it. If you are adjacent to it, you could stay there. But I don't think that's where I want Idira. This rabble shooter is in an awkward spot. That's where I would really like to place my Idira. Alright, Argenta, I think I'm going to give the upstairs position for shooting purposes. Hopefully obvious. Kibella can be right over here. And Pascal's got semi-cover? Pascal's got semi-cover now. And could potentially hit it with a warp axe. Alright, so... you have 175 HP, and that is pretty scary.
All too easy.
It did take the damage. Man, the fact that the combat log doesn't scroll down automatically is wild. Why else would I have it open? Okay. This button is we changed the way some skills work. Here's the thing. Here's the thing for if you want to fix your skills. I get it. We could bring it down to Pascal and have him take a decent shot. Obviously, we'd have to go move on somebody if we wanted to put one of these two in base contact, but I probably do want to do that, right? Alright, let's go. You serve me, Abelard.
Suits my purposes.
You know the deal. This is like your whole thing.
Absolutely not.
Target is too far. Damn it. I guess I should have checked first. Yep, that is in fact too far. Well...
Already done.
Bella, you get to move up.
I bring mercy and retribution.
Yep, good work. And then, you know, hit it.
Not a problem for me.
Alright, so we're gonna set up the raining blood,
As the tenets demand.
and then we're just gonna stab you. Do I want to jump over it first? Because I don't necessarily want to spray Abelard with blood. But I guess I also don't want to be adjacent to him.
The shadows will see it done.
Abelard's not going to get the negative blood effect. Alright, now if that thing wants to move or cast, it's going to at least absorb one opportunity attack. Okay. Mental manipulation. So it did some kind of something. Alright. Has it taken control of all the rabble?
Show me what you've got.
This could be bad for us. They have a lot of superior positions here. It seems like they're not very good with their weapons for the most part.
Let's get to it.
Dude! Alright, that Underhive rabble, I guess, provoked an opportunity attack.
Out of my way.
Alright, my plan was absolutely that I was going to ignore them. But it seems like we've already decided that that's not the play. So, I don't know. Maybe we just have Adam. I think Abelard's gotta stay on this dude, though, right? Let's brace for impact. In part because this gives some of our people the ability to get aggressive. Idira's turn is not for some time, it looks like. Oh no, Idira's next. Okay, I think there's a real good chance these guys are getting warp lightninged. Permanent effect. Yeah. So these three will get shut down that way. But we can get Idira adjacent to the enemy at least, or Kibella. Yeah, adjacent to this thing at least. Pascal gets a move. I don't know that I mean, I don't hate Pascal's current position. And I'm not sure from where he can even see the enemy, you know?
Explorers know one route. Forward.
Oh, that's Samhain over there, not Idira. Well then, I am going to run Idira over here because I think Idira is going to have to do some chain lightning.
They who discern the future on the battlefield.
This is a very good brace for impact. You, I think you're in exactly the right spot. Okay. Then endure. Then charge.
At your beck and call.
Causing him to teleport. And re-inflict his mental manipulation, which is interesting because it already had affected everybody. And okay, the warps get pretty torn up. Maybe we're not doing warp lightning. Well, Abelard, do you have... No, we don't have a reasonable shot on any of these guys. Oh, wait, so I pressed the wrong button. There we go. 8 to 17, though. What do you got in your other hand? 44% chance of hitting, but it's way more likely to be lethal if it hits.
Indeed. I took care of this one.
Take the shot that's less likely to accidentally hit Idira in the head. And I guess that's how we're ending that turn. Now, obviously, I would prefer to focus on the Herald where possible. And it just so happens that here possible. Wait, did they change this? This is the thing that used to grant momentum based on the number of targets I hit, right? Gains 2 stacks of zeal. Huh. Okay. Do I have any stacks of zeal now? I have some Horrors of the Warp. I have some Blood Blessed. Okay, here we go. It doesn't do anything by itself. But my other abilities will spend it, I assume, for cash-ins. Alright, well, I'm just going to shoot this guy. 15 damage, not too bad. And then we're going to run and gun to enable a second shot, because somebody's got to drive the DPS home. Okay, 30 damage overall. Not too shabby. I guess there's no reason not to use this on the first turn that you can, now that it doesn't have any conditional factors.
Let's get to it.
Alright. So there are some rebels that did not get turned. Alright, I think I'm just going to have Kibella run forward and open a dude up.
Death comes in silence.
I guess I should have rained blood before doing that. For every 10 wounds the Death Cult Assassin loses throughout the entire combat, each creature affected by Blood Blessed or Bloodstained gains a stack. Was that true before? Then I suppose I could Death from Above just to put myself in the corner. But you know what? Kibella's tough. If she draws a lot of attention, I think it's actually okay for us. And yeah, Adira was going to do one thing, and now I think she's going to do a different thing. Now, unfortunately, her weapon does not do very good damage. It's weird that this doesn't show the melee template for the weapon. Okay, so we'd expect to do 4 to 8. Not the most compelling thing. I guess let's... I definitely don't want to fuck with the warp right now. Let's gain you 3 exploits.
Was that you? Or
Let's give you forewarning.
anything else?
And then let's shoot you in your stupid face.
Will do.
Never mind. Really terrible work. Okay, Pascal's got now a different situation. We can hit Machine Spirit Communion, buff up the weapons of our allies, and make these enemies a little bit less likely to get some work done. Yeah, enemy dodge goes down, ally dodge is treated as higher. And then, like... I can probably shut down one of these guys with some level of confidence. Is that the best thing that I could be doing? I should probably be closing on the horror. Horror, we are not fans of theirs. Yeah, let me at least get up to here. And then shoot backwards and drop one of these guys.
Advancing. Insignificant value.
It was something.
Hold on.
Alright, feel free to help out there, friends.
Let's get to it.
Yeah, it does suck that the ones that are on my side only have the wherewithal to like barely run into combat range.
Pain and duty
Holy
go
hell.
hand in hand.
Abelard actually took damage. What the hell? What kind of screwed up situation is this?
All too opposing me was your biggest mistake.
Alright, well sadly I only got one of them. Let's put somebody in position to do some harm. Bring It Down has the same range, right? Yeah, they're both 7 cell radius. So if we give Pascal the command to move up,
Suits my purposes.
remember, Cabela has you can't give people the same the burn it down order over and over again. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I think I'm running out of combat range by running over here, but I'm at least getting, you know, Pascal into
As the tactical imperative dictates.
into range to do his thing on his turn. And then if you actually can't hit him from there, then you can at the very least like throw it on Adira and just have Adira
Nothing I can't do.
take a pot shot with the Lasgod. This guy's wounded.
On it. Fucking unfortunate.
There we go. Between the two of us, we got there. And while I'm doing this, I suppose
But of course.
throw out a little bit of forewarning. I guess that does use the warp, doesn't it? Well, it's done now.
Get to it.
Oh, these poor people. Okay, that's not too bad. As far as like consequences for standing still go. I think Abelard's just gonna
I will do like you reduced to dust.
open this fool up. And then not really have a lot else to do this turn. Keep enduring, buddy. We'll get you back to troublemaking soon enough.
Let's get to it.
Alright, this thing has put itself only in a better position for Argenta. This is not an area attack, so yeah, I mean, it's kind of boring, but just like continue to shoot it. Ah, it dodged. That's a pretty fucking good dodge. Alright, well, I think that's her whole turn as well.
Let's make it quick.
Alright, the thing has placed itself in melee range of Cabela. I do think there's a pretty good chance that when Cabela attacks it, it's going to teleport away. But we're going to at least get a Blade Dance off.
As on our old days.
And oh, is it going to rain? Okay, it teleported further than I thought it might. So unfortunately, we have no idea how its teleport works. It might be that it teleports whenever somebody lands a melee attack. It might be that it teleports at certain damage thresholds. It's hard to say, unfortunately. When you're pretty tough just hanging out here, if I have you jump anywhere, you're going to lose dodge. I think you're probably fine, actually. Okay, Adira sort of doesn't have anywhere interesting to go. And that thing is definitely outside of my gun range. Well, let's go get the half cover. It is not, in fact, outside the range of these las guns. You know, they do, in fact, do the thing. Let's analyze this enemy. Yep, perfectly sensible camera movement for that interaction. So we could pop this into weaknesses so that everybody else can take advantage. I don't think we have that many people who are actually going to be able to land shots, so I think I'm just going to try to turn the charges into raw damage for Adira. No, that's silly. Let's go ahead and expose weakness on him.
Will do.
All this tactician shit that doesn't require the warp. Well, I guess if I go for the spray on him, I'm a little bit more likely to hit the civilians down there.
Anything else?
Okay, she got there. And somebody gets forewarning. Myself? Uh-oh. The shadows have begun to bleed. Okay, Pascal for some reason has 1 MP. I mean, whatever, I'll just shoot up the hill. It's not that big of a deal. But it's not clear to me why it must have to do with the attack I got hit by. So, honestly, pretty not great. My miss chances are fairly screwed up. Yeah, crippled leg. We have accumulated a lot of minor injuries, and I do like the way this system works with the accumulation of that stuff over time.
The spiritual prognosis is favorable.
I guess you're never getting out of this spot, so it may as well be the perfect spot.
Let's get to it.
Aim for the heart next time.
All right, turns out if they snap enough bullets off, eventually one of them is going to hit Kibella for something. The enemies keep grouping up, which is lovely. I mean, do I want to close? I probably do.
I shall not fear.
Doesn't affect the likelihood of the fire hit here. It's not very high, but we're going to go for it.
Not a problem. Watch and learn.
Okay, I lit some people up. I am quite low on ammo. 2 AP to reload the weapon. I won't be able to command anybody else to kill. I do want to command somebody to kill. We can reload next turn or something. I guess, like, who do I have here? I have Pascal, basically. We could get a shot off. Yeah, let's just take the reload now, I think.
I'm here, maggots.
Oh, they're all so beautifully grouped. Okay, these guys got turned around, unfortunately. They did a little bit of damage before that happened. Yeah, Abelard just runs forward, right?
I've seen worse battles than this in my time.
He's just looking to get back into murdering range.
Scared, yeah?
Don't like where you guys are choosing to stop. Alright, now this might legitimately be a shot that we can't make, because there are some pipes and stuff between us, but let's see. No, she thinks she can get him.
Without deep.
18 damage, and this turn we have running gun again. I gotta see if there's a setting to turn off to prevent the camera from refocusing on the acting character. Okay, so no, it looks like he teleports at certain thresholds of damage. Good to know. So it seems like Revel and Slaughter must have changed. Immediately removes the winded effect. Until end of combat gains these bonuses. And is this... Okay, so we can Revel and Slaughter the turn after the wounded thing. Or sorry, winded thing. A little bit different from wounded.
Let's make it quick.
All right, you're trying. You know, that's really all I can ask for. Kibella is a little sad not to be able to participate. I don't really want to just run through and kill a bunch of innocent people. But I think Kibella probably would have no problem with that, right? In fact, I think that would be
I am your blade and shield.
exactly the kind of reason we showed up.
Trust me.
Blade dance here. Okay, I was hoping there would just be the one survivor.
The other side awaits.
Detonate you, and then... I don't think I want to Death Waltz because the enemies over here are not really like, you know, the thing.
Brings me no pleasure.
Hop in here on a Death from Above. And then I have enough charges. I may as well
As honor or death is a blessing.
just finish that guy off and get myself behind something. This thing might be blocking her. Well, it says she's got a shot. I'm gonna just take it. This is an unimpressive turn. Throw some more exploits on you. Turn them all into weakness charges. And then shoot you with my stupid garbage laser gun.
Or
Alright, Pascal is sadly not quite in the right spot anymore. Does he have... No, he does not have a shot. It's a range problem. This only has a 10 cell radius. He kind of doesn't have any moves here. It can free a rage attack that always hits. Unfortunately, not really. If this guy was low enough that that gunshot would kill him, I would probably go ahead and consume the thing there. As it is. Get analyzed, nerd.
Let's get to it.
Yeah, I dare you. Fucking run over there and get into melee with Kibella.
Here we go.
Let's just see how that goes. Okay. So I think the play this time is definitely
My tactics are flawed.
run over to here and give the kill shout. Yeah, I can get you. So let's start with
Nothing I can't do.
the voice of command, and then you commit a murder on my behalf. And now, while it's your turn,
I am his will made manifest.
you perform firearm mastery, and we just got this thing.
Doubt is for the weak. That is not the Emperor's will. As the Emperor's will is a prayer.
Okay. And we did it from a distance, so it didn't explode and destroy our minds. And, you know, we saved some of the lives of the people down here in the sewer. Probably. Are they still... Okay, it does kind of seem like they're still definitely angry.
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones.
Yep. That doesn't sound like a thing you need to get checked out.
Let's get to it.
Alright, it does seem like we are... Jeez. Alright, you're working. It does seem like we are behaving as though the effects were, like, are permanent.
I'll do it.
Well, that being the case, I'm helping. Let nobody say that I am not in to help.
This is unacceptable.
Why can you not use that ability? Oh, right, because like attacking once is how it works. You're only supposed to attack once on most turns.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
Then I did a run and gun
I'll do it.
so that I could kill even more random people.
Out of my way.
Yeah, Argenta has been terrifying. This battle, just absolutely doing all of the work. Okay, and now this rabble shooter seems to be having some difficulty deciding what to do. Eventually, a shot rings out, and then you're good, right? Then it's my turn. Please do not lock up right now. Okay, all right. It's just making decisions a little bit on the slow side.
I will leave footprints of scarlet.
Hey, guess what?
Trust me.
And then I'm gonna press this button just so it's extra bloody.
Trust me.
Splat.
The other side awaits.
Okay, problem resolved.
Blood is my life.
Hey y'all, it turns
Death
out we
is
did
my
it.
duty.
Okay, yeah, so just kind of like boring, scrappy auto pistols. Almost certainly nothing of interest. Right, they're just like random people who are living down here. We can search the bones of that cultist and discover a hypnotizing pendant. When the wearer successfully hits with a single shot attack, the target suffers slowed until the wearer's next turn. That's actually kind of neat. Argenta found some loot up there, including some explosive fuel, so probably shouldn't have been crouched next to that. And I know it'll just ask me to look through the stuff when we leave the area. I guess I can just let that happen that way. So hey, how y'all doing? It's pretty normal for these parts. Okay, seems to be terrified. So I was running down here. See if we can run down here.
Shall stand in my way.
And we can.
We need to investigate.
Oh, alright.
What advice do you seek?
Oh, everybody back. Give me Argenta.
Emperor sets my path. The Emperor favors me today.
Okay. There's some goods over here. We might want somebody with a little bit more
Shall prevail.
tech use to try to open that. There we go. Pascal's got it for sure.
Operation.
We've discovered a blessed cape. Increases melee attack damage against demon enemies by +2. If the wearer has conviction dogmatic, damage is increased by +4 instead. Boy, that would have been maybe the kind of thing to find before that fight instead of after it.
It's about time.
And it does look like that's the only thing down here. Okay, well. I feel like we've been over here already, right? To the warehouse. I would love to go to a warehouse. Although, I probably should not... Oh, the warehouse is where the lens is. Okay. What I was going to say is, should be careful not to step into another combat 50 minutes into the episode. I'll tell you what, I do hate to just over and again have the game be basically, we do one fight and then we call it, and so we are just inching along in the storyline. But we did do the one combat, and now I'm out of time, so that's going to have to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. When you return next time, I'm hoping to find a way into the governor's place and maybe do just a little bit more talking. Don't get me wrong, I still want to shoot a lot of people, but also, you know, we could mix in a tiny bit of dialogue. So come back next time for that, and we'll see you then.